She filmed TikToks about when your boyfriend lacks ambition while I work to pay our rent, then cheated with a fitness influencer. I vanished without drama. Her empire crumbled and she's begging for another chance. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I never thought I'd be writing this, but here we are. Some of you might have seen the TikToks. If you follow fitness or lifestyle content, you probably saw my ex-girlfriend Mia's videos about her boring boyfriend, without realizing that boring boyfriend was me. We'd been together 2 years, living together for 8 months. I'm a software developer. She's a content creator, or was trying to be one. When we first started dating, she had maybe 1,000 followers posting workout routines and healthy recipes. I genuinely supported her dream. I helped her buy a ring light, edited her early videos, even appeared in a few of them when she asked. I believed in her potential. That support turned out to be the biggest mistake of my life. It started small. I'd come home from work and find her filming day in my life, content. She'd have the camera rolling during dinner, capturing me eating while she talked about staying disciplined with nutrition. I didn't mind. I wanted her to succeed. But I started noticing she'd position the camera to catch me looking tired after work, or she'd ask me questions right when I was focused on something else, then film my distracted responses. "Babe, you're being weird about the camera," I said one evening after she'd filmed me for the 3rd time that day. "I'm just documenting our life, Jake. Couples content does really well. But you're not posting couples content. You're posting your content with me accidentally in it." She rolled her eyes. "You don't understand social media. Everything doesn't have to be so planned and fake." I should have paid more attention to that eye roll. She'd started doing it a lot, especially when the camera was on. The shift happened gradually. Her follower count climbed to 20K, then 50K. The comments on her posts got more engaged, and she got more obsessed with engagement. She started posting relationship advice content, green flags in a partner, signs you're settling, when your boyfriend lacks ambition. I didn't connect the dots until my coworker Dave showed me something on his phone during lunch. "Dude, isn't this your girlfriend?" Dave held up his phone showing one of Mia's TikToks titled, "When Your Boyfriend Has Zero Drive." The video showed her doing an elaborate morning routine, skincare, workout, healthy breakfast, while I was visible in the background in sweatpants, working from my laptop. "She works so hard on herself," read the text overlay. "But some people are just comfortable being average." My stomach dropped. The video had 200K views and thousands of comments calling me a loser, deadweight, and worse. "That's messed up, man," Dave said. "She's basically roasting you to strangers." I watched more of her recent videos during my lunch break. There it was, a months-long campaign of subtle humiliation. Her filming me gaming while she worked out. Her making disgusted faces when I suggested restaurants that weren't Instagram-worthy. Her talking about upgrading your life, while the camera accidentally caught me in old clothes. The comments were brutal. "Dump him, sis. You can do so much better. Why are you with someone who doesn't match your energy?" I drove home that day planning to have a calm conversation about boundaries. Instead, I walked into her filming another video. "Oh, perfect. Jake's home," she said to the camera. "Watch how some people have zero curiosity about their partner's day." She turned to me with the phone still recording. "How was work, babe?" "Mia, what the hell is this?" I held up my phone showing the zero drive video. "It's just content, Jake. Don't be so sensitive." "Sensitive? You literally called me average to 50,000 people. I never said your name. And maybe if you gave me more interesting material to work with, I wouldn't have to get creative." The casual cruelty of that statement hit me like a punch. Get creative? You're lying about our relationship for likes. I'm building a brand. You wouldn't understand. You just clock in and clock out like a robot. I looked at her phone, still recording. "Turn that off. We're having a private conversation. My followers deserve authenticity." This is exactly the controlling energy I was talking about in my last video. "Turn off the fucking camera, Mia." She finally stopped recording, but the smirk on her face told me everything. This was content to her. Our relationship, my feelings, my dignity, all content. "You're proving my point right now," she said. "You can't handle my success." "What success?" "You're successful at humiliating your boyfriend online. You're being dramatic. Nobody even knows it's you." That night, I went through her comments and saw dozens of people tagging her in posts about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle successful women. She liked most of them. I also noticed she'd been deleting my supportive comments on her posts while leaving up the ones from guys hitting on her. The next few weeks got worse. She started posting more frequently, and I became a bigger target. Videos about signs your partner is holding you back, when someone doesn't support your dreams, why settling is self-sabotage. Each video was a thinly veiled attack on me, and her followers ate it up. I tried talking to her again. Mia, this has to stop. You're literally building your brand by tearing me down. I post about my life. If you don't like how you look in my life, maybe that says something about you, not me. It says something about how you're choosing to present me. I present you exactly as you are, comfortable, complacent, and boring. The word boring stung because she knew it was something I'd always been insecure about. She'd used my vulnerability against me for content. That's when I noticed Tyler. Tyler was a fitness influencer with 200K followers who'd started commenting on every single one of Mia's posts. Heart emojis, fire emojis, looking amazing queen type comments. And Mia would respond immediately, usually with flirty emojis back. Her phone started buzzing constantly with messages from T-flexed biceps. She'd light up every time his name appeared on her screen, more excited than she'd been about anything I'd done in months. Who's Tyler? I asked one evening after watching her smile at her phone for the 10th time. A creator I'm collaborating with. We're doing fitness content together. At 11 p.m., you've been texting him all night. God, Jake, this is exactly why my followers tell me to leave you. You're so insecure and controlling. Your followers don't even know me. They know enough. They see how you react to my success. They see how you try to dim my light. I helped you buy your equipment. I edited your first videos. How is that dimming your light? That was different. That was when I was small. Now I need someone who can match my energy at this level. The way she said this level, like she'd ascended to some plane I couldn't reach, made my skin crawl. A week later, she announced Tyler was coming to town for a business collaboration. She spent 3 days preparing, buying new workout clothes, getting her nails done, deep cleaning the apartment. It's a big opportunity, she said. Tyler's really connected in the fitness space. This could change everything for me. I came home early that Friday to grab something I'd forgotten. Tyler's white BMW was in our driveway. I could hear laughing upstairs, Mia's laugh and a deep male voice I didn't recognize. I walked upstairs and knocked on our bedroom door. Mia, Jake, you're home early. She appeared in the doorway, hair messy, face flushed, wearing one of her new sports bras. Behind her, I could see a guy with the kind of physique that screamed lives at the gym. Shirtless, cocky smile, the works. You must be the roommate, Tyler said, not bothering to put on a shirt. I'm the boyfriend. Or was. Jake, it's not what you think, Mia said quickly. We were just filming content for my channel. What content? I don't see any cameras up there. We were planning it out. Tyler's teaching me about brand partnerships and monetization strategies. Tyler laughed. Bro, no disrespect, but Mia's got real potential. She needs someone who understands the influencer game, you know? Someone who gets the business side. Get out of my apartment. Our apartment, Mia snapped. And you can't tell my business partners to leave. Business partners? I looked between them. Is that what we're calling it? You're being paranoid and embarrassing yourself, she said. I looked at Tyler, still smirking like this was all very amusing. Then at Mia, who was looking at me like I was the problem. Like I was the one being unreasonable. You know what? You're right. I am embarrassing myself. I turned and walked back downstairs. Jake, wait, Mia called after me. But I was done waiting. Done talking. Done being content. I packed a bag while they continued their business meeting upstairs. I could hear them laughing again, probably about me. I took my essentials, my laptop, and the photos of my family. I left my key on the kitchen counter next to a note that said, I'm off the lease as of Monday. Good luck with your brand. I didn't block her immediately. I wanted to see what she'd do. Within an hour, she'd posted a video titled, When Toxic Men Can't Handle Your Success. The caption read, Some people will try to dim your light because they're threatened by your growth. Trust the process and let them go. Sparkles hashtag toxic masculinity hashtag know your worth hashtag growth mindset. The comments were exactly what you'd expect. You dodged a bullet, queen. Secure men support their women's dreams. He was holding you back anyway. That's when I blocked her on everything. For the next few weeks, I focused on work and the gym. I moved into a studio apartment downtown, started therapy, reconnected with friends I'd neglected. I didn't check her social media, didn't ask mutual friends about her, didn't look back. But the story found its way back to me anyway. Dave was the one who told me Tyler had ghosted her. Apparently, he'd gotten what he wanted, some content, probably some sex, and then moved on to the next aspiring influencer. Mia had posted a few cryptic videos about fake people and users, but then deleted them. Then her follower count started dropping. Screenshots of her old videos mocking me started circulating with captions like, "This didn't age well," and "Imagine humiliating your supportive boyfriend for clout." People started commenting on her new posts asking where the boring boyfriend was, saying he seemed like a good guy. Her engagement plummeted. Brand partnerships dried up. The fitness companies that had been courting her suddenly went quiet. Tyler, meanwhile, had started a podcast where he talked about his experiences in the influencer world. He did an episode about content creators who mistake attention for connection and girls who think being mean is being authentic. He didn't name Mia, but anyone who'd followed the situation knew exactly who he was talking about. That's when the messages started. First, she tried texting from a new number. "Can we talk?" Then, "I made mistakes, but what we had was real." Then, "I know you're getting my messages." Then, "Tyler meant nothing. You know that, right?" I didn't respond to any of them. Her sister called me next. "She's really struggling, Jake. Maybe you could just talk to her. She made her choice very publicly, Sarah. She was just caught up in the fame. You know how she really feels about you." Yeah, I saw exactly how she felt in about 50 TikToks. Come on, Jake. You guys were good together before all this social media stuff. The social media stuff wasn't separate from her. It was her showing me who she really is. Her friends tried too. Emma, who I'd always gotten along with, texted me, "Mia's not doing well. She really misses you." I didn't respond to that either. 3 months after I moved out, she showed up at my apartment. I don't know how she got my address, probably from Emma or Sarah. I opened the door to find her standing there with red eyes and a Starbucks cup, like she was hoping this would be casual. "Jake, please. I know I messed up, but I've learned so much." "Mia, you need to leave. I deleted all the videos about you. I'm starting fresh. We can start fresh too. I don't want to start fresh with you. What we had was real. The internet stuff wasn't real." I looked at her for a long moment. 3 months ago, this conversation would have destroyed me. I would have wanted to comfort her, to fix things, to believe that the person I'd fallen in love with was still in there somewhere. Now I just felt tired. The internet stuff was the only real thing about you, Mia. That's who you chose to be when you thought no one was watching. That's not fair. You filmed me without consent. You mocked me to strangers. You cheated on me and called it business. Which part isn't fair? She started crying. I was stupid, okay? I got caught up in the attention and the followers, and I lost sight of what mattered. But I know better now. You lost sight of what mattered? Mia, you used what mattered as content. You turned our relationship into a punchline for views. I can change. I want to change. Good. Change for the next guy. I closed the door. She knocked for another 5 minutes, then finally left. 6 months later, I ran into her at our mutual friend Lisa's birthday party. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She'd lost weight, and not in a healthy way. She looked exhausted. I was there with Sarah, a marketing director I'd been dating for 2 months. Sarah was beautiful, successful, and had never posted a single photo of us together because she valued privacy. She was everything Mia pretended to be, actually confident, actually accomplished, actually kind. "Jake, you look really good," Mia said, approaching us by the bar. "Thanks. I've been doing a lot of thinking. About us. About what I did wrong." "Okay. That's it. Just okay. What do you want me to say, Mia?" "I want you to say you'll give us another chance. I want you to say you miss what we had." I looked at her, really looked at her. She was still pretty, still had that energy that had drawn me to her initially. But now I could see the desperation underneath it, the hunger for validation that had driven everything she'd done to me. "I don't miss being your content," I said. "I don't miss being your practice boyfriend. I don't miss being your safety net while you auditioned for upgrades. That's not fair. It's exactly fair." I walked away, back to Sarah, who was talking with Lisa about her new job. Sarah looked up at me and smiled. A genuine smile, not one performed for an audience. "Everything okay?" she asked quietly. "Yeah, everything's perfect." And it was. I don't think about Mia anymore. I don't check her social media, don't ask about her when her name comes up. The anger I felt for months after our breakup has faded into something much more powerful: complete indifference. She turned our relationship into content, and now she's irrelevant content herself. She taught me that some people will perform love while never actually feeling it, and that the cruelest thing you can do to someone is make them believe they're not worth basic respect. But she also taught me what I actually deserve, and it's not someone who sees me as material to exploit. So thanks for that lesson, Mia. It was worth every humiliating TikTok, just not in the way you intended. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.